Hello? Sound check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright, let's go.
Welcome to The Good Life with David, where we talk about the goodness of life without turning a blind eye to the things that make it less good. I appreciate you listening to the podcast, and if you have not yet done so, please follow this podcast wherever you're listening. But this is only available on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and Google Podcast. Enjoy today's episode. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to The Good Life with David. I am back from the grave. It's been more than a month already since I uploaded the last episode for the podcast. And I'm trying to get back one step at a time. And I'm hoping to be able to do this much more consistently this time now that I have the new microphone that I've been wanting to buy for the podcast. I am hoping that we have a better audio quality and listening experience. But I know it's still slightly awful because it still has a distinct hissing sound, and I tried everything that I can to prevent that from happening, but it seems that the only way to do that is by buying another equipment, and I'm hoping that it would work perfectly kasi medyo may kamahalan at wala na akong pera. Nag-resign na kasi ako sa trabaho, and right now my only stream of income is by editing for a certain YouTuber na hindi ko pwedeng pangalanan. But to give you a clue, this YouTuber has more than 8 million subscribers, I think. Anyway, I still appreciate you for tuning in for today's episode. Na-appreciate ko talaga yung mga tao na sinasabi nila sa akin na I read the blog or I listened to one of your episodes. And it's really nice. It warms my heart. So thank you. Anyway, to start this episode, I want to ask you something. Which is harder? To start something or to continue what you started? I would go with the latter. For years up until now, I've been struggling with consistency or lack thereof. I remember back in 2017 when I started my YouTube channel. I was producing vlogs and I also uploaded some random videos. And I also remember that I was struggling with uploading because I didn't have a niche. I don't know what niche to focus on. That was pretty hard to pronounce. Wala akong specific topic or types of videos to upload. And when the pandemic started, I slowly lost drive to continue making video content for YouTube. That also resulted to me selling my camera that I bought in 2019. But one of the reasons why I did that was to buy a new one. I was planning to switch from Sony to Canon. But things happened. I was not able to do the plan or buy myself the new camera. So I no longer have the money for it, and that's really sad. But that's totally okay. But that's one good example of how inconsistent I was and currently am. Besides that, I've been struggling with exercising or working out as well. But I remember when the year started, I was somehow consistent when it comes to going to the gym. I was on graveyard shifts back then, and when I wake up after work, I would go straight to the gym. Siguro nagagawa ko siya 3 to 4 times a week for the whole month. Tapos wala na ulit hanggang ngayon. Also, I have these morning and night routines. Those things are really beneficial for me because I do stretches, I do meditation, I check on my tasks for today, I pray, I have my manifestation, I do my affirmation for the day. It's really helpful. Pero pati yun, ay hindi ko rin siya nagagawa consistently. Siguro magawa ko siya 1 to 3 days ng dare-diretso, then after nun, bungi-bungi na ulit. I also tried starting small businesses. I tried perfume business with my tatay, apparel business with some of my friends, and cosmetic business with my partner back then. So in pretty much everything that I do, I was really inconsistent. And then I realized that starting something isn't really hard for me. Starting something isn't the real problem. The problem is I struggle continuing what I started. I struggle being consistent. And don't get me wrong, for all these years, I'm asking myself why, but I still have no clear answer for it. I can't figure out why, hence the reason why I have not been able to resolve it up until now. And it's affecting me big time. It affects how I get things done, my productivity, the results that I want for myself, or the results that I want to produce. It affects my actions. And hindi lang ito sa mga bagay na ginagawa ko. It also affects my relationship with other people, not just romantically. Because I really want my life to be productive. I have plans for the month, I have plans for the week, and I also have plans and tasks for the day. The reason behind why I do these things is because I don't want to give myself a window or an opportunity to overthink. That too is really unhealthy. And being the guy that plans out everything, lays down everything so I don't get distracted, partnering that with inconsistency is a bad thing. It's a terrible mix. But I still try my best to make sure to hate inconsistent behaviors just to get out of it. Because I really want to get this thing resolved. I want to have a workaround on this one. Because I'm already 23 years old. It's my birthday today, and I'm very optimistic about the next 12 months. I want to be more accountable. Besides that, I want to build self control. And I want to hold myself to a higher standard. Because again, I've been dealing with inconsistency among other problems for almost all my life. And I want to change that as soon as I can. Because I think that 23 is already old enough. It's already entering the adult stages in life. And sometimes I feel that I am losing time, that I no longer have time to enjoy life because I'm still struggling with these things. And again, to be honest, I still don't have a definite answer for it. So I'm hoping that you will be able to give me some idea because I'm really struggling a lot. Because I wish to have an answer for it so I can resolve it. Because it really affects my productivity and everything that I do. However, I hope the best for you. I am hoping that you'll be able to find success in fighting your own battles of inconsistencies in your work or in whatever you do. And also, please share your best practices to me. And whatever it may be, let's just try to be consistent in being kind to ourselves and to others as well. Kasi kahit yun, mahirap din gawin. Anyway, that is it for me for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the things that we talked about today. I would really appreciate a comment, feedback, or a message from you. Or if you want to be in the podcast, I would really appreciate that. So just send me a message and we will work things out. And again, this is The Good Life with David. I hope you have an abundance of everything good. God bless you. Until next time.